Okay, so it is the morning of the Monday, the day that everybody's going to camp. I figured I would show you how to make the berry granola bar. I don't even know what to call them. I have like a healthy name for them. I actually made it a blog post, but I haven't put the blog post out there because I feel like, I don't know, I'm working on my blog. I haven't really done anything with it because I'm trying to make it better. It's been a long process, but anyway, so I have the recipe and I'm going to put it up when I put this video up. So I will link it down in the description box if you want to see the actual recipe on the blog. Say something encouraging. But anyway, so I have it over here getting started. Let me show you what we have. So it's still early in the morning and the light isn't really good, but you can see I have my two Pampered Chef, I think they're 9x9 pans, and they've been greased. I don't know if you can see the glistening off of it. And I also over here have melted 2 sticks of butter. The recipe just calls for 1 stick of butter, but I'm doubling it because, trust me, when you make this, you're gonna make 2 batches because it's delicious. So here are some of the ingredients we're starting with. First thing I gotta get is oats. I need 3 cups of oats to double the recipe. It's 1.5 cups for one recipe, but like I said, we're doubling it, so it's 3 cups. We're gonna use the gluten-free flour because again, this is for Ricky to take to camp. It's 1 1/8 cup, which doubled is 2 2/8, or 2 1/4. So it's fun when you use your fractions and you want to really mess things up. I can't find my 1 cup measure, so even though this one is going to be 3 cups, I only have, the biggest measure I have is a 2/3 cup, so it's going to be 4.5 of those. I know, complicated, right? Because you need, when you're doing 3/3, you need 9/3, and since I only have a 2/3, we have to do that 4 times to get 8/3, and then another half to get the extra 1/3. I know, complicated, but this is how I teach my kids fractions when we're doing math in homeschool. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in there, and then I'll tell you the next ingredients. Okay, so we have the flour and the oats in here, and like I use gluten-free flour, but you can use regular flour just fine. I'm just making it gluten-free for Ricky. And we have some light brown sugar. The one recipe requires 1/2 cup. Of course, we're doubling, so we're going to do 1 cup. And then we have nutmeg and kosher salt. Both of these are 1/2 teaspoon in one recipe, so we're going to double it to 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to get that dumped in here. We're going to stir that up, and then we're going to add this melted butter. So let me get this all together. Okay, now that everything has been stirred up, I'm going to add the melted butter. I'm going to stir this in and just kind of get it to where it's mixed in with everything. I'm not going to have a really great camera view. One of these days I'll get like fancy camera equipment and you guys won't even know what to do with yourselves. You're going to be like, wow, this is so sophisticated. It's like one of those tasty videos. I'm totally not at that place, but that's okay. All right. I have to do this with 2 hands, so I'm going to get this done and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, so it's all incorporated, and what I'm going to do is you're supposed to take 3/4 of a cup for each recipe. Of course, I'm doing 2 recipes, so that means I need 1.5 cups of this set aside for crumble topping. So I'm going to take 1.5 cups, set it aside here, and then I'm going to press all of the rest of it into my pans that have already been greased. So let me get out my separate stuff and then I'll show you how I press it into the pan. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to pour 1/2 into one. You can see there's still some dry stuff at the bottom, but that's okay, we'll press it in. And 1/2 into the other. Try to make sure we have pretty even amounts. Got more dry stuff in this one. We'll just throw that over there and throw this over here. I just want you to know, it just smells good. Just this. Just it smells really good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to press this into the bottom. Just spread it out and make it just a nice even base. Now, I actually got this. This is based off another recipe that I found on Pinterest. But what I found was when I did the original recipe that this crust at the bottom, there wasn't enough of it. So what I ended up doing was finding an amount that I felt was a good amount for the crust, and my family agreed. So this is my version of another recipe. And I think we actually upped the fruit ingredients too. Now, if you want, I will actually link the original recipe down there. It was originally called a 100 calorie bar. I'm sure this is because there's more carbs in it. I'm sure there's more calories. So like I said, these were originally 100 calorie bars, and I've changed it so it's not 100 calories anymore. But if you want to check out that lower calorie one, by all means, you should do that. I'll link it in the description box. So now we have our crust base done. We are going to work on our filling, and for that we're going to use blueberries because I have a lot of frozen blueberries. This is my bag of frozen blueberries. You can see them in there. I actually got this, I think, for like $2.99 at one of my discount grocery stores, and we've used it and it's lasted quite a while. So you're going to use for each recipe 2 cups. Okay, for each recipe, you need 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. And I'm just making one recipe at a time just because my food processor, it's messy, just ignore my mess. My food processor only uses so much, or only has room for so much. Okay, 1.5 teaspoon cornstarch. And everything is 1.5, it's kind of easy to remember. You could even do 1.5 cups of that fruit if you had a little less. I got my little fake lemon juice, and you need 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice for each one. And that was a 1/2 tablespoon measure. And then you also need 1.5 tablespoons, not teaspoons, tablespoons of sugar. And I believe the last time I did this, I made this with the Demerara sugar. Maybe I'll do that this time too. It's the Demerara washed raw cane sugar, so we'll use this one. It adds a little of the brown sugar flavor. And I'll link Amazon affiliate link down in the description box if you want to check that out. Because it's kind of hard to come by, but it's really, really good. Okay, and all we're going to do is process that. So this is done. You can see it kind of actually separated all around the edges there. We are going to scrape this. Spread it out on our crust. And this is our fruit filling. And there it is, so we'll go ahead and do the second one. Okay, so we're all spread out on both, and then we're just going to take this crumbly mixture that we have and spread it over top. And you want to get it kind of even. There's going to be plenty to go around. I mean, you can break up really big chunks, but the chunkiness is actually going to taste really good, so you don't want to completely break up all the chunks. Sun's gotten brighter. So this actually only takes a few minutes to prep. It really doesn't take that long at all. So we are going to go ahead. I'm moving my tripod. I had to set it on the tripod. That's my only professional equipment, okay? One tripod. Well, actually, I have a couple tripods, but they pretty much do the same thing. So anyway, we're going to put these in the oven. My pan. At 375 for about 40 minutes, which I found it's really easy to make this in the morning. I'm gonna walk over here to the oven. I found it's really easy to make it in the morning because it's only like 10 minutes prep time. I can toss it in the oven. Everybody can get their showers, get ready, do what they do for the day, and then by the time everybody's ready, this is ready. It's nice and warm and tasty and golden brown. My house smells good. It feels like I've done something, and it's just the perfect time for us. We need 40 minutes. So anyway, so we're gonna let that cook for about 40 minutes, and just about 9 o'clock we'll be ready to have some, and then I'm gonna let it cool before I pack it for Ricky for camp. But in the meantime, I got some cleaning up to do, because look at this. This is my mess from what I just made. It's really not that bad, not a lot of mess, but there's something. But then there's all this. I left it last night. That's actually been washed. This has not. So my grandmother would have been ashamed, really. But it was a long night. What can I say? So anyway, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And okay, so it's been about 30 minutes or so, and the healthy bars, whatever I'm calling them, they are almost done, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some chicken sausage and maybe some eggs to go with it. I want them to be nice and full when they leave for camp, and so I've been busy with this. Yes, Grandma will be proud. Dishes are done. So I have to dry them, put them away. Just ignore how they're all kind of stacked up because I just wanted to get them done. But here, we'll look at the... There they are, looking good. Ignore my dirty oven. You really want to kind of wait until the tops look kind of brown until they're done. So we got about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and cook up some chicken sausage and some eggs and get a big breakfast together so everybody can leave this house feeling full. Here's my sausage frying in the pan. Got my eggs, my farm fresh eggs from a friend sitting over here. I think I'm gonna fry up some potato too. I might go ahead and peel some and slice them and have some potatoes and then the granola bars, and everybody will be set for this morning. So it's nice to be up early. I have one more patty in there. I think I might try to save a couple of these patties for a frittata later this week. So I'm feeling a little more calm now since the bulk of my craziness is finishing up for the moment. The bulk of it. We're not completely done. Ricky's already chowing down into his breakfast. And here we go with Brianna eating hers. And so she's got, are you getting some potatoes or no?
I am.
All right, I got my blueberry. Ricky got the blueberry. And I got more potatoes frying. Blueberries all done. I gotta pack some up. So let me zoom this out. You guys excited about camp? Wow, that face.
Food right
Really
now.
shoved it in. Yeah. Okay. And that's about it. So I'm gonna get ready to eat. I'm starving. Sorry. Okay, so we are getting ready to leave and we are packed up. Getting ready to go. Kids going to camp. Woo! Woo! Lord, keep my baby safe. Let them have a good time. It's lunchtime of Food Diary Day 2. We already had breakfast and it was pretty much this. Sausage, eggs, we have a granola bars, and we had some fried potatoes, but they're all gone. Well, this is actually Rick's plate. He's here on his lunch, but he didn't want to be on camera. He's in his work clothes. So anyway, so he's having lunch. And it is, I don't know if you can see the time. Let me see if I can take you in my room and show you the time. 11:35. So I just ate breakfast with the kids at about 10 o'clock. So I am totally stuffed, not having anything. I'm just sitting here with Rick while he's having some of this. And then I'm gonna clean this whole kitchen up. And that's it for right now. After that, I'm gonna work on dinner. So I think I had like a brunch today. I don't think I'm gonna need anything for lunch. We'll just probably have an early dinner. Brian took the leftover ham pot pie from yesterday to work for lunch. So that was his lunch. And of course the kids are going to camp, Ricky and Brianna. So anyway, that's today's beginning meals. Okay, it's dinner time and I had a really awesome plan for dinner, but hecticness of my morning, I forgot to thaw the meat. It's sitting here, icy. So we had to run out and grab some. And this is the reality of our lives. When things get crazy, this is what happens in real life. And you know, of course, not normal people don't have a camera in their face and they don't have to explain it. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're gonna say, because people say it all the time. Amanda, you don't have to explain. I know. But I have the channel. I'm doing Food Diary. I'm trying to show you how we cook on what we have. So I'm trying to be legitimate. So what we did was we just went out and bought meat. Did we buy the cheapest meat? No. We bought some cube steak and we got it. We paid $5.92 plus tax. We do have food tax here in North Carolina. So, and that was because I had Brian with me and Brian said he wanted some beef. And it's just the three of us and I figured, well, if we're gonna get it, you know, it's pretty cheap for just the three of us. So we got steak And so what I'm doing is all of the rest of the side dishes, we're making that with what we have at home. So we have, I went ahead and decided to make some mashed potatoes. Brian actually wanted the mashed potatoes and gravy. I said, well, I do have one of those packets of brown gravy. Hi, Rick.
Hello.
He's taking the trash out for me because I peeled all those potatoes. Look at him.
Continue on.
Okay. So anyway, so we have potatoes that are on the stove. They're, oh, I'm sorry, babe.
You're fine. Shoot.
So we're making mashed potatoes and gravy because I have a packet of brown gravy and it's just real quick. I can whip that up in no time, and that was Brian passing by in the background. And then I'm gonna saute some spinach. We have a big bag of spinach that we bought last time we went shopping. So we're gonna saute some spinach and just have some steak and some mashed potatoes and gravy and some sauteed spinach, and that's it. Nothing complicated, but that's gonna be our dinner. So potatoes are on the stove. See that in there? They're not even boiling yet, they're getting up there. As soon as the potatoes are done cooking, I'm gonna fry up the steak, and then I'll saute the spinach, probably in the same pan that I fried the steak in, just to get the flavor of the steak into the spinach. And I'll probably fry it with a little garlic too. A little garlic, a little butter, so that'll be our dinner. I'll show you when it's done, because there's nothing really to show you how to make. I mean, really, I'm just gonna fry the meat and fry the spinach and make mashed potatoes. Does everybody know how to make mashed potatoes? Like real mashed potatoes? You know, I know a lot of you do, but I don't know that everyone does necessarily. I think it takes people some time sometimes to learn those basic skills if you haven't done it before. So anyway, if you don't know how to make real mashed potatoes, let me know, and one day I'll make a video for you for that. But frying up the steak, I mean, I've done that on a million videos, and sauteing the spinach is kind of the same thing, but if you need that too, let me know and I'll make a video on it. Just sometimes people miss the basic skills. So, all right, so I'm going to finish this up and I'll show you when dinner's ready. So it's dinner time and all the plates are made, and this is what we're looking at. And we got our fried spinach, potatoes, gravy, and steak. So there's Brian.
Hey.
How are you feeling with the other guys gone?
I feel like I'm the last survivor.
That might very well be true. Ricky left us a picture. I don't know if you can see that. It's a crying face and says, "I'm going to miss you all." Actually, it says y'all. So how do you feel with the kids gone?
Well, I miss them,
Yeah.
but I think it's a good thing. I think they're sure they're having fun, and I hope they have a safe week.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it'll fly by.
Tomorrow's gonna be me and you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I can tell. Tomorrow is Rick's day off, and we are going to go enjoy the day together. Just have like a day with no kids. So rare. Brian will be at work. Yay. He doesn't get to jump in the fun there. But Rick and I will have a good time. So you'll see that tomorrow. And that's it for today. So I hope you liked the video. Hope you're enjoying the food diaries. I know you guys love doing the food diaries, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna finish eating my dinner. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good day. Bye.
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 Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button, and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.